This took me damn well my whole career to figure out how to retain clients and really make them feel special. Make them feel, out of 400,000 trainers that are certified in America, why they have chosen you. 80% of trainers quit the training industry due to unsustainable schedules and minimum wage pay, but they wouldn't really have that problem if they kept their clients in the first place. Here are 5 tips. Once you listen to these, they may not come as such a surprise as you may think. So number 1, you're not present during the session. I am guilty of this. I'm stuck to my phone. I'm glued to my phone. I'm always answering the lawyer, the tech developer, trainers. When you're running a business, it's not easy to stay present and you're always multitasking. But when you're dealing with your clients one-on-one and they're paying you top-notch dollars, they're paying you for your accountability, your energy, and your personality. Once your personality goes out the door, it's over for you. They're gonna fire you. Even if they're getting great results, there's no longer connection. If they wanted that, they would have just picked online training instead of having somebody in person. Really focus on paying attention to your client, taking those extra steps to really make them feel special. Talk about what their goals are in their sessions. You don't have to be a therapist for them, but talk to them about their family and what's affecting them besides just the physical fitness of getting to their goal. Number 2, confidence and professionalism. As a trainer, you're a leader. You have to lead the session. It's all about confidence. It's all about letting your client know what you're doing, why you're doing it. Being able to show them an example. Number 1 reason why people fire personal trainers, they never show me the workout before they do it. They're just like, oh, do a side plank. And you never get on the ground. You never get dirty. You never show them the why before the what. Because you can tell me, you can show me a picture, but when you show it to me in person, at least I know you care enough and I'm paying you enough to go down and actually show me the example of what I actually have to do. Professionalism, this comes in all shapes and sizes. This can be soft skills, you know, being able to interact and communicate with your client and actually give a clear message of what you want, not about what you want as a trainer, but what the client wants and what they're trying to get out of the session. Also, professionalism is respecting someone's time. If they're booking you as a trainer to be on time, you're late if you're on time. You're on time if you're early. So make sure you're able to make the client know that they're important. Their time is important. Their money is important that they're spending with you. Number 3, being positive and encouraging. This is everything. Training is about energy. It's about a feeling. They don't care about what we know until they care about how we make them feel. So if you're not making your client feel like they can run through a brick wall, they're probably gonna fire you, because let's be honest, the results aren't gonna happen in a month. This is a long-term process. This is an overall healthy lifestyle change. So while you're building these habits, you need to make sure you're filling your client with energy. They have the confidence that they may not be there yet, but you are taking them on the journey to get where they need to be. So first, they feel it, right? They feel the energy. Second, they start seeing somewhat results. You know, they start feeling like they're getting better in this section. Third, they start seeing their clothes fit a little differently. Fourth, people start telling them. If you can't get past the energy point, you've already been fired. When you're talking about being positive and encouraging, all clients have different forms and ways and love languages on how they want to be talked to. Some clients, they want somebody to be a drill sergeant, be on them, don't take no for an answer. Some people need somebody who's empathetic, who are, you know, kind of hold their hand and baby them a little bit through it, but, you know, still be confident and motivating and giving them positive words of affirmation. You also want to talk about eye contact, right? Make sure you're looking in their eyes and you're confident in what you're saying, because if you're not confident in what you're saying, they're not going to be confident in you. Number 4, your appearance needs to align with your brand. I'm going to just tell you a quick story about how I lost a client. This is way back. I was just turning 21, personal trainer, feeling really good about myself. I definitely looked the part. I trained the part. I was training one of my client's sons. In the world of social media, you are your brand wherever you go. Whether you're going to brunch and turning up, or whether you're going to a gala ball, you're always your brand, even if you don't have your brand on your chest. You know, I went out for a friend's birthday. I was on social media popping bottles. Not a bad thing. I mean, alcohol is not the worst thing in the world, but when you're training somebody's 10, 11-year-old son, they're on Instagram too. And little did I realize, you know, I was going to go train him again. And she's like, you know, I don't really think you're a good fit for my son. because he looks up to you as a role model, and he's seen you popping bottles or taking a drink on social media, and I don't think that's a good example for my son. Was I upset about it? Of course. Did I learn a valuable lesson for it? Yes, and I learned that lesson for the rest of my life, and I want to tell you, you are an example. People are always watching you. Your brand means something. Even though you're separate from your brand and you want to be a person, which we're all human, we should be able to have fun, separate your personal life from your brand. And if you do, just know your audience, and if that doesn't align with your brand, don't lose a client because of it. Make sure you're dialed in on who you are as a brand, who you are as a person, and how you're expressing that to the people who do business with you. Number 5, the perceived value just isn't there, right? So besides just doing all the things right, looking right, playing the part, being on time, people want to see results. If you're not able to show them results, they're just not going to stay. They might have stayed because your personality kind of won them over for a little bit and they have the luxury expense to pay for a trainer, but if you're not showing them results, they're not going to stay. So how do you show people results when the scale doesn't always tell the true story? And this is where we go back to documenting your progress, because without knowing the sets they do, the reps they do, the type of exercises they do, the type of range of motion they have, how they're feeling, their blood pressure going down, their cholesterol, these are all incremental successes that you can show somebody. Hey, you mightn't have lost 20 pounds, you might have lost 8, but your body fat's down, your inches are down, your blood pressure's down. So that is exactly why it's important to make sure you document everything you do, because hey, here's where your hip mobility was. Here was your shoulder mobility. You were doing 5 pounds. 3 months later, you're doing 25 pounds now. You've lost 8 pounds of body fat. Giving them an all-around picture in the holistic approach to fitness, that it's not just all about the weight on the scale. It's how you feel, and these are all the things that we've been able to document to show you why you're not exactly where you want to be yet, but if you keep trusting me as the health professional, I will get you there. Drop down below, press that link right there. I got tons of more valuable information I want to share with you. So happy for you to be a part of the Trainer Secret family.